is a new kid on the block when it comes to background removers for Final Cut Pro. So today I thought I'd walk you through all of your options for background removers so you can make an informed decision before you decide to invest in one. This is the battle of the background removers. Today we're going to be comparing 4 background removers in terms of cost, ease of use, and effectiveness. We're going to be looking at the scene removal mask that comes native with Final Cut Pro. We'll also be checking out Keyper from FX Factory, which is my tried and true favorite background remover. Then the background remover plugin, also from FX Factory. This one is the new one that we haven't checked out on my channel before. And lastly, we're going to be looking at mRotoAI from MotionVFX. Now, in terms of pricing on all these effects, I'm not going to get super specific on pricing because this video is going to live on YouTube forever and pricing can definitely change over time. But I will tell you that Keyper and the background remover from FX Factory are one-time purchases. mRotoAI is pricey and it's part of a subscription pack with a lot of very cool effects from MotionVFX, including a 3D tracker and all sorts of other very, very cool things. I made a whole video about it that I will link to down below that you should definitely check out, but it's definitely the most expensive option of all the ones we're going to be looking at today. All right, let's dive right in and see how they go. Here is our first shot, and we're going to try applying the scene removal mask that comes native to Final Cut Pro. This is the perfect shot for it because as you can see, the woman walks into frame. The scene removal mask identifies common subjects in your frame, but the trick to it is that somewhere in your clip, you need to have the background without any subject in it, either at the very beginning of your clip or at the very end of your clip. So if you anticipate using the scene removal mask, you need to, while you're shooting, have your subject step out of the frame before you start rolling so that you can cut them off later. So I'm just going to drag and drop that scene removal mask and let's play it back. What I'm noticing is that she's pretty well cut out. There's a bit of a halo around the top of her head, but I think if we added a background underneath it, you probably wouldn't notice it that much. Everything else in the frame looks pretty clean. In the inspector, you'll see that the scene removal mask has almost no options whatsoever for fine-tuning your background removers. So it's either you're lucky or you're not with the scene removal mask. Let's take the same shot and now apply Keyper. Keyper is designed to identify human beings in your shots and cut them off the background. No green screen necessary. And unlike the scene removal mask from Final Cut Pro, you don't need like an empty frame to start or end your clip with. The people can be in the frame the entire duration of your clip. So I find it's a lot easier to use. It's really having a hard time with her clipboard, but her hair is like really nicely cut out. So let's head on over into the inspector and try to just clean this up. Yeah, and I'm really not having great luck with that clipboard. Even if I make these adjustments, it's really having a hard time with that. This may be the kind of situation where I duplicate the clip, remove the Keyper effect, and then apply a draw mask around that clipboard to try to clean it up. Definitely some extra steps there. All right, let's see if the new background remover is any better. This one comes with a variety of looks, but basically it's a background remover very similar to Keyper. Again, I'm gonna drag and drop, and I would say this one is definitely doing a better job with that clipboard. Her haircut is really, really clean. The edges of her suit are also very clean. I do get a little bit of ugliness right here at the beginning when she's walking into the frame. Let's see if we can clean that up by playing with the sensitivity and the contour. So I definitely think that's the best we're gonna do with the background remover. And now let's move on to mRotoAI. This one's a little bit more labor intensive, but the great thing about mRotoAI is that it works on anything in your shot. It doesn't have to be a person or a common object, and the tracking on it is pretty spectacular. This one is not a drag and drop effect. So what I'm going to do is just kind of scribble over my subject while she's in the frame. And just from that quick scribble, mRotoAI understands what I want to cut out. I'm just gonna hit the tracker button and track forward and track backward. And then under the output, we're gonna switch to masked video. And we definitely have a really good key going on there. I can fine tune the mask with these sliders here in the inspector window. And yeah, I think you can see why mRotoAI is definitely the gold standard. Now let's do a rapid fire comparison with a bunch of different shots. So our first shot we're gonna do comparison on is this graduate. I think what's gonna be tricky in this shot is that there's other people in the background and the tassel hanging off our graduate's cap. Let's look at the results. All right, the scene removal mask definitely got tripped up by the people in the background. Now, I will say that in most of these shots, I didn't have a frame without the subject in it for the scene removal mask to reference, so we could cut the person off the background. But I would argue that most of your shots are not going to be that setup. And if you're looking at stock shots, good luck finding that kind of scenario. So I think for practicality purposes, the scene removal mask is not going to be something you're going to be able to reach for consistently and reliably unless you really plan ahead. Keyper did a great job cutting out our subject. However, that tassel did get lost. The background remover also had the same problem with the tassel. Otherwise, it's a very clean cutout. And the mRotoAI, I had to manually identify what needed to be cut out. So I included that tassel, but it was definitely a lot more work. Our next shot is of this gentleman playing the guitar. Here's the scene removal mask. Not a chance that the scene removal mask was going to be able to cut this out. Here's Keyper. Keyper did an okay job. It's having a little bit of a hard time with the arm of the guitar. The background remover has a slightly better result. And mRotoAI also had a pretty good result. Next up, we have this shot of this super cute dog. Oh, hey, buddy. The scene removal mask kind of did like a halfway decent job. You can see it cut out part of the frame, but not all of it. Keyper really struggled because Keyper's designed for human beings, not dogs. Here's the background remover. It's doing an okay job. It's grabbing part of the leash. And here is mRotoAI. Pretty good. Next up, we have a car driving down the road. The scene removal mask is supposed to be able to detect cars, but it's not doing a great job here. Keyper can't even see it. It's not designed for cars. I would say the background remover is doing an okay job. Not perfect, but it is recognizing that it's a car. And mRotoAI is killing it. You can even see when it goes behind the bushes. Last but not least is this very cool looking bird. The scene removal mask doesn't even see it. Keyper's trying really hard. It sees a face. I think it recognizes that there are eyes there, but it's really losing the bird. The background remover is doing a little bit better. Its little feet are getting cut off and its tail is kind of flickering, but it's definitely an improvement. And mRotoAI, wow, really excellent. So what is my assessment of these 4 background removers? I would say the scene removal mask is great because it's free with Final Cut Pro, but for me and the way that I edit and the way I produce my projects, it's just not the kind of thing that I'm able to use all the time because of the requirements about that empty frame. Keyper, I know and love. Keyper's been such a good friend to me as an editor. You can see that it definitely has its strengths when it comes to people, and it's not so great with other objects. The new background remover, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's really reliable like Keyper, but it doesn't seem quite as limited. For instance, it recognized this bird. You saw it work with the car. So it definitely seems to have kind of broader applications. And of course, mRotoAI gives you the best results, but it is the most labor intensive and expensive. I hope this side-by-side comparison was helpful for you to make an informed decision about which of these background removers is going to be the best option for you and your editing needs and your budget. For more specific details on pricing, I've linked to each of them down below. You guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks to everyone who watches all the way to the end. I picked out some other videos for you guys. I'll see you again.